Julian would typically have that, but he's COVID positive. He's totally fine. I'll share more about that. Okay, so I probably should speak on this or I'm going to get 10,000 messages before I have a chance to chat later on tonight. But so Julian found out he was positive because my parents were going to come over for the Georgia game, and we had gotten some home tests to make people take him. And he was like, I feel a little off. I'm like, what does that mean, you feel a little off? And y'all, we're just super careful. Yes, I'm going to get 1,000 questions about whether we're vaccinated. Yes, Julian and I got the Johnson & Johnson. And everyone has got to do their research and do what is best for them. No, my girls are not vaccinated. So yes, we are. And he just is feeling off. And so we're super careful. And so we took a home test, and it was like not positive, but you could tell it was going to be. And so I'm like, you got to go get tested. So remember, he's a type 1 diabetic. So he did, and it was positive. And okay, so we immediately just did what we knew to do. And I was going to show you this. This is what I was going to speak on tonight, but I might not have time to. So we immediately did our nose spray with the iodine. I do believe that made a difference. You know, we took like all of the supplements that we actually have been taking. We tripled our Juice Plus. We immediately took action, and I absolutely believe it made a huge difference. And really, praise God. And I know everyone's story is so different, and you can be doing all the right things and still have, be really, really sick. But I absolutely believe that we have been preloading our immune system for the last really 10 years. And I think it's made a difference. But also feel like we had tools in our toolbox to take action. And I know everyone's story is different, and everyone's journey is different, and everyone's body is different. But this is also what I know is, y'all, the immune system matters. And so here we are going back to the immune system. And y'all, I will post next, and this is kind of how I'm coming back to. So it's really scary, COVID, for diabetics, type 1 or type 2. And there's a 166% increase in diagnosis from type 1, type 2 in 30 days post-COVID. So you can imagine, we know Amy Lou's, the gun is already loaded. So it's like, I feel like if I didn't feel like we've been doing all the things and preparing, it makes me want to cry, preparing for such a time as this, y'all, we all should be preparing. Cancer cells, okay, sorry, I had to gather myself. But y'all, this is why I do what I do. Preparing for such a time as this. I wish COVID would go away. Y'all, COVID's not going away. And if it's not COVID, y'all, it's going to be something else. Y'all, autoimmune, the amount of people that have autoimmune and cancer, y'all, it might be common, but y'all, it's not normal. We are trending the wrong way. This is why I do what I do. Y'all, science. If you don't understand why plants matter, follow Dr. B, the Gut Health MD. MD. He goes through the science of plants and preloading and fueling your immune system and balancing your immune system. This is why we do what we do. It's our why. Okay, so it's our why. And sometimes it does take a diagnosis or COVID or, a scare to make your health a priority. And y'all, it's all the things. It's nutrition. It's you're moving your bodies. It's stressing less. It's, drinking more water. It's sleeping. It's all of it. But y'all, it does. That is our story. One simple change at a time. It's one simple change at a time. And y'all, I am here to be your greatest cheerleader and help you along the way. Okay, but why I really jumped on was to say that for diabetics, during illness, COVID, whatever it is, typically, their blood sugars run pretty high. So, that's why we're having salmon and veggies. Oh, I could have said it in one
I didn't make the chocolate totally frozen because I didn't want it totally frozen, but you can. It would just take like 30 extra minutes. But the chocolate's actually very hard to freeze.
Hey friends, good morning. Okay, y'all are the best. Thank you. So many of y'all have reached out. We are all good. We did get back Emmylou and Virginia's test results this morning, 4 days later, and they are both positive. They have 0 signs or symptoms, which is amazing. Praise God. But Julian saw that I was sharing that he was positive and that we had gotten the Johnson & Johnson on social media. And he's like, are you sure you want to do that? And I'm like, yes. Like, I wouldn't think twice about doing that. Because if you follow me, I'm going to share it all, not just the pretty highlight reel, but also, y'all, this is my heart. We have become a society that is so judgmental and shaming. Okay, we have become such a society that, this is my opinion, that we are so judgmental and so opinionated about what other people are doing if it looks different than what we are doing. So whether that's, all the things, vaccines, all the things. And so what if we showed up with a posture of curiosity and just wanting to learn and understanding versus judgment? So what if we, instead of, ooh, they're not getting the vaccines, blah, 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 what if we asked why? Like, share with me why. Like, what research are you doing that maybe is different, or your experience? So what if your experience is different than mine? What if your research is different than mine? Like, maybe I could learn from someone that's doing something different, that has chosen something different, that is best for their family, that is different than mine. Like, and this really isn't just, about vaccines and masks and, politics. I could go on and on and on about, lifestyle choices, about, parenting decisions. Like, what if we showed up with a posture of humility and curiosity, wonder, and instead of judging, we started asking questions and listening. Like, I bet there would be a lot that we could learn from someone that is choosing something different than what we're doing. Because at the end of the day, this is what I believe with all of my heart and soul, from my head to my toes, that as mamas, we are just doing the best that we can. So, I'll step off my soapbox now. I love y'all. I promise we'll go back to regular scheduled programming. Okay.